Okay, hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'll be back. Yeah, the new Parannoul album After the Magic is really good. So, I'll be right back, guys. No one here yet. Brady's in here. Yep, that's interesting. Oh, hey, there you are, Rudy. Hey, how you doing? I think I feel it again. That's good. My face probably looks all puffy, and also I got my wisdom teeth removed, as you know. I think for the first bit, I don't know, like an hour or so, I talked funny. I do have a new problem, and it's my arm. I don't know if maybe you can actually see a mark right there. There's something with my arm. For the past 3 days, my arm has been in pain. I don't know if I pulled a muscle or something weird, but I thought it had something to do with the IV they put in my arm, but then it's on this side. This is the part it's in the most pain it's been today. I don't know what's up, but I need to see a doctor about it. But it really hurts if I move it or something. I don't know why it's doing that, but it just one day I woke up and my arm was hurting, so I don't know. Ouch, that sucks. I'm still listening to Green Day's Dookie. It's a good album. That's my favorite they did. One of my favorite pop punk albums, I'd probably say. Yeah, for whatever reason, someone knows what might be up on my arm. Let me know. I mean, I think you can kind of see a bit of a mark there. I don't know. No idea what it is, but it hurts. So. Right. Oh, and also apparently, "To Pimp a Butterfly" is now the highest rated album of all time on Rate Your Music, which I never thought the OK Computer would be dethroned, but it's interesting that happened. If I had to say which album I prefer more, I'd probably say "To Pimp a Butterfly" anyways. Even though I like Radiohead more than Kendrick Lamar, but you know. Oh, and also one other thing. This record came, and I'm not going to do it. Well, actually, I might, just because I think a record's going to come tomorrow. But this is an album I ordered and kind of just forgot about it, but it is something I got. And also, it is kind of a Parannoul album. It's a split release with Parannoul, South Korean shoegaze musician, and Asian Glow, who's a kind of, I don't know what you'd call it anymore. I guess kind of indie folk and shoegaze, and then a Brazilian who I have a couple cassettes of her. Son has Tamas Canta, who's kind of black gaze and stuff like that. It's a collaboration, split release, and I don't know. I got this because I really liked it when it came out, and I saw it had black gaze, it had vapor, it had indie-tronica, post-rock, all this other stuff. I still think it's good, but if I wouldn't have gotten it if I wouldn't say it's like one of the all-time strongest things Parannoul's done. I don't like it quite as much as I did when I listened to it the first few times, but that's all right. I have it anyway, so it's a cool cover anyway, too. So and the really cool blue record. So I probably wouldn't have gotten it if I honestly kind of forgot about it. And it comes with these two things. I think this is the label or something. Label. I still am talking a tiny bit funny, I noticed. That's all right. Okay. Stitches are, for the most part, dissolved. Not completely. There's still some stitches in my mouth. You haven't used a syringe and stuff like that for my part where my wisdom teeth were at and stuff like that. What's been going on, Rudy? This weekend's album, so Pitch Poets, Music for the Masses. DJ Shadow's introduced, and I still got to listen to Music for the Masses. Haven't listened to that yet, but I got to listen to it. I'm sorry. I just been caught up with trying to listen to a bunch of albums from this year. So. I'll get to it. I can't. And my face does look really puffy, doesn't it? Stupid watching. Hello, other person. Ever listened to the Lovage album? It's a trip hop album from Dan Automator and Mike Patton. Oh, wait, Dan Automator from Till Trunkers 2030. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never listened to it, though, but I've heard of it. I think I might have listened to it once, actually. I think the cover art is like a reference to some other album. And I'll have to listen to it. I know it's a trip hop album, though. Like, it's the music to make love to your old lady by. Is that what it is? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think some people have said that Mike Patton, in a way, is almost like a workaholic. He's been called a workaholic because he's in so many bands. He's in just so many projects. He does all different sorts of genres. He's been called a workaholic, I think. Most of the stuff he's in is good, though. He's a really, really talented guy. And I really like the kind of camp of stuff like Mike Patton and John Zorn and I don't know, maybe like Primus or I don't know if I'd say the Resonance, but stuff like He's worked with Merzbow. I didn't know that. Huh? Cool beef. That's interesting. You ever listen to stuff by Mr. Bungle? That's probably my favorite band he's been in is Mr. Bungle. My favorite release that he's ever been involved in, though, is probably The Irony is a Dead Scene EP by the Dillinger Escape Plan. Probably. Myron, hello. Hey, Myron. Yeah, I've been listening recently. MF Doom, Nationals, Deftones, and Massive Attack. Yeah, California's amazing. That's an amazing album. Yeah, I like all those. My favorite is probably Nine Inch Nails, and probably MF Doom, and probably Deftones, and probably Massive Attack. How you doing, Myron? How have you been? I've been pretty good. Pretty good. My arm's in pain though. Yeah, and hopefully it will get better soon. I'm probably gonna need to go to the doctor, but I don't think it has anything to do with the what is it, the whatever it is, whatever it is they put in my arm. It's on my tongue. I forgot what it's called. The IV. I don't think it has anything to do with IV, but for some reason, this part of my arm has been in pain, and for the past 3 days, and it's just been getting worse and worse each day. This part, I don't know if I pulled a muscle or something like that, but I just woke up, my arm was in pain, and it's just really, really bad now. It was kind of just felt like it was burning earlier today. So I don't know. It mainly hurts if I move it. I think I remember I was out to eat and I had a hoodie on, and when I was pulling back the sleeve, it hurt so bad just to pull the sleeve back on my arm. And then he was like, "Well, the part of your arm isn't. It's not this part. That's where they put the IV in. It's not that part. It's this part." So he said, "I don't think that's normal. So we might need to talk to someone about that." So. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see, there might be, I think there, you can kind of see a bit of something. Right over there. It's right on this part, like I said, that part. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the part where it hurts. Looks a tiny bit puffy. So, I don't know. What have you been up to? Let's see. Hope this doesn't sound weird, but I don't know. I'll probably send it here. Shit. I wrote a Reddit post. I made a little story. Like, it came up with a little idea for. I don't know. I've just been watching. I remember I recently watched the show Hell of a Boss, and I think there's a lot to critique over it. I do. I think there's a lot to critique over it because some of the ideas do get a bit repetitive at times, and I don't know. Like, I feel like some of the adult humor, and there's a lot of excessive swearing, kind of in it, which I get it. It kind of, they're in hell and all this other stuff. Like, that makes sense. So they would swear and all this crap, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like it tries a bit too hard on that, but I do think the show is very sweet and cute when it can be, and I like a lot of the characters, and I really like the animation and the designs of it. And I really like the character Luna. I just find her to be a really, really interesting character, and she kind of reminds me a bit of Asuka from Evangelion. So I guess this is spoilers if you haven't watched the show. I guess tune out of this, but I think the reason why she reminds me of Asuka is because of, and I guess spoilers for Evangelion too, is because I don't know if they've ever really been compared. But Luna and Asuka both hide their loneliness and their they're rude to people, and they're just mean to people, and they even to people that they're kind of close to and care about, because they're lonely. They want to hide their loneliness, or maybe their hide the fact that they're lonely and try to show people that they're strong with rudeness and all this other stuff. And I think that's kind of been a bit of a thing that has kind of been hinted at with Luna, and I feel like it's the case. Well, I came up with an idea. I was thinking maybe this will kind of make for an interesting plot. So I just came up with this idea, and I just kind of posted it on Reddit. I don't know. I guess you can tell me what you think about it, but I thought you said you watched the show. Oh, you watch anime? Yeah. I love Evangelion. Yeah. This is just it. So basically, I guess I'll just read it. So basically, what it is so I guess you can send me notifications, Reddit. That's okay. So, I mean, wait. Let's get anything today? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, it's all right. I can't imagine there would be something where they would just pick this as an episode. I just thought it was a cool idea and make a good episode idea. If I don't know, it could just be something that could be heading in this direction, something similar to what I came up, but I'm not sure. I'll just read it out, I guess. Hold on. So I came up with an episode for an idea of Hell of a Boss. I thought it would be a really good episode. So basically, on a mission on Earth, they would head to Earth, and Luna would be along with them. I'm sorry. And she'd be in her disguise. Oh, fucking shit. And I have the volume turned up, and Brave has this little stupid notification thing that pops up. Anyways, basically, all right, so Luna would be along with them, and she would be in her disguise at one point. I hope this doesn't seem super cringy, because I got to admit there's a lot of cringe in the fandom. There really is. There's like, sometimes I'll see these little clips come up, and I can't even watch them because they're so cringe. Some of them are, but that's okay. Yeah, but some of the clips are cringe, unfortunately. So if this is cringe, invite me to the cringe. I shall partake in the cringe. I'll be even know the the cringe. I will be cringing. I'll be a part of the cringe. I guess I don't know. You'll be cringing at me. So hopefully it isn't quite as cringy. I'll try to make it as uncringe as I possibly can uncringe it. I just came up with an idea for an episode of Hell of a Boss. I thought it would be a really good episode. So basically, on a mission on Earth, they would head to Earth, and Luna would be along with them, and she would be in her disguise. At one point, a group of men begin catcalling her and are being grabby around her, which leads to her punching one, and in a fight breaking out, which Luna is winning at first, but then manages to stab her, and one manages to stab her in the leg, leading to her collapse in pain. Then one is about to shoot her, but she is saved by a man who manages to shoot each one. He then comes over and patches up her wounds and comforts her, but she is shot by Blitz, who makes mistakes him for someone trying to hurt her. Later on, this person comes to IMP and meets up with Luna and explains that he was the person who saved her. Also, I mentioned that I don't know if this really means anything, but I don't know if the Hellhounds in the show canonically actually did things that aren't Hellhounds, so I just made an idea for his appearance to be a Hellhound. But I felt like it would make sense for him to be a sinner demon because of something I'll mention next. I feel like I probably could have just made him a Hellhound, but it would make more sense for him to be a sinner demon over this thing I'm going to mention later. So I would also mention that he had a bearded appearance, so his appearance as a sinner demon would be similar to that of a Hellhound. And Luna begins dating him. So this new impact on Luna also makes her appreciate her job more, and she's much nicer, more professional in dealing with customers, and incredibly friendly with Millie and Moxie. So one thing I kind of thought is she seems to bully Moxie a bit, and I feel like the reason why is because she sees Moxie and Millie, they're a couple, and they have a really happy relationship, and she's angry that she doesn't have someone that treats her the way Moxie treats Millie, and she wants someone that would love on her and treat her and all this other stuff. But that's just what I think. That's just kind of something I gathered. Anyways, I feel like if she did have that, she'd probably be a lot nicer to everyone because she would not feel lonely. But that's just what I think. Anyways, Luna feels she has found someone that loves and cares for her, and her life now feels like it has purpose, and she is no longer lonely. It is also a positive for everyone except Blitz. however, who is very upset over her new relationship with this person. And this is where the center demon thing comes in, because I think it would make sense, because he would be like, no, it's just center demon because they're evil. And no, there are people that did something bad and they came to hell. With us, we're just born here. So it makes sense for him to not be a good person. That's just what I think makes sense. Kind of, I guess. Luna and Blitz at this point have a warmer relationship, but Blitz's refusal to accept this new person she loves causes the return to Luna's toxic behavior towards Blitz. Eventually, though, it was later revealed that Blitz was right all along about this person, and he never loved Luna, and while he was on Earth, actually planning on killing her. He's revealed to have been a serial killer who was charismatic, intelligent, and manipulative, and lures women with his charm before finally killing them. The only reason he got close to Luna so he could still use Stellis's grimoire book in order to get back to Earth and commit more of his crimes. So at one point, there would be a situation where, after a vocal fight between Blitz and Luna, Blitz spends the night at his office only to find this man sneaking in to try and take the book, which leads to a physical fight between Blitz. And eventually Luna comes down to apologize to Blitz, to find the man she thought loved her with the grimoire and the realization that she was used this whole time. Eventually is overpowered. Is sent to prison or some containment. I don't know. I'm sure they have that there. This leads to a heartbreaking moment when Luna, she thought she finally found someone that loved and respected her for who she was, but was only used and taken advantage of once again, which I could lead to an incredibly sad and emotional conversation between Luna and Blitz. I was thinking this discussion could be over Luna's original family, maybe going over flashbacks where she was younger. This is made up. This doesn't happen in the show. This is something I came up with. We're happy with how she was younger and happy with two parents who were really great, but became monsters as the years went on. To the point she could no longer live with them. It would be revealed that Luna's refusal to accept Blitz as her new father is because she missed the times where she was happy in her original parents when they were good. And hates the fact that those times are no longer a reality. And Blitz eventually helps Luna understand that he could relate with how she grew up. He really wants what's best for her, and he truly loves her. This leads Luna to Blitz and the relationship being restored, and Luna finally accepts Blitz as her father. Also, eventually, I thought maybe this character could befriend Stryker, who's like some enemy, and his containment leading to a similar episode as a sequel. I don't know. It's just kind of. I hope that wasn't too cringe. Probably was. Probably was the cringiest thing anyone has ever done. But I'm glad I shared it. Oh, it looks like there's only 2 people watching now. It was too cringe, I suppose. So I guess it was too cringe, and he left. That's okay. Moxie voiced the guy who voiced. Yeah, I know that. He also voiced Billy from Billy and Mandy. I think she was inspired by. I think Invader Zim was one of her biggest influences. That's probably why. I just heard that somewhere, but. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ever listened to Bjork's debut? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good album. I'd say it's maybe my number one is Vespertine, then probably Homogenic, and then probably Post, and then probably Debut. Or Debut. I don't know. Volnakura is pretty good too. So is Medulla. And her most recent one's pretty good too. Ow, my arm. Also, Netflix is doing something crappy. I don't know if you knew about it, but they're no longer allowing password sharing, which sucks. It's really stupid. I hope it leads to the downfall of their company. I don't know if that sounds mean, but it's really crappy that they're doing that. It's really stupid. Really bad idea. It can't hear? Wait, you can't hear anything? Oh shit, hold on. It's weird. See. I can hear myself. It might be something on your end, Rudy. I can hear myself in the stream. Yeah. I'm watching myself on the stream. I could hear you. I've seen a lot of memes of Jack Horner from. Yeah, there's a lot of memes, man. He's the new bass guy that a bunch of, yeah, like 14-year-old kids obsessed with. Well, I don't know if that's the case, but he's the new bass guy. So it was Patrick Bateman. I mean, I'm just joking. I think the whole. He's basically the new person that people idolize. Basically, it seems like. So it's Big Jack Horner now. Now people idolize him. It was Patrick Bateman. There was, I think, the Joker for some reason from Joker 2019, which there's a very, very, very even worse reason why he's kind of idolized. It's some streamer that's a freaking piece of shit that I'm not going to say. But and then let's see who else do they idolize? They idolized. There was that one. There's a couple people that were idolized that actually I think are okay because they're not bad people, and that was the main character from Drive, and the one like doctor guy from that one Russian cartoon. I forgot what it was. Treasure Island. I don't know what it's called. So Big Jack Horner, he's not a good guy. He's an interesting character, but he's obviously not a good character to idolize. Dr. Livesey, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Mm-hmm. especially heard a lot of people are crushing on. They're crushing on Def. I don't know about crushing on Def, but I would hope people aren't crushing on Def from Puss in Boots. I would hope that because the character doesn't even. And I go with Luna. It makes sense because she has a humanoid-like appearance, but the Def from Puss in Boots doesn't make any sense because it's just a wolf. I would say people probably think it's a cool design. I would hope people aren't crushing over it because that'd be really weird. I hope people aren't crushing over Def from Puss in Boots, but I don't know. People have crushed over weird things. I remember people had a crush on Pennywise from It at one point, so I don't know. Maybe it's not too surprising, but I know they're furries, and it's really weird. Yeah, that is strange. I think people should crush over. Actually, I don't think there's any Puss in Boots people should crush over. I was gonna say Big Jack Horner because I thought that would be funny, but then I realized that wouldn't be a good thing because he's evil, but also I don't know. It would technically make more sense because he's a human, but then he's also he's not good looking, so it wouldn't make any sense. But I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm just going on about weird stuff. I don't know. Also, I've been watching Smiling Friends. Forgot to mention that. It's quite a funny show. It's pretty good. Smiling Friends on HBO Max. From Adult Swim. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. You should check it out if you can. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I did. You watched the show. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I think my favorite lump part so far is probably the episode where near the end where he eats his cheese and goes down, and then he just bites the yellow guy's nose. So Charlie, I think is his name. That's probably my favorite part in the show so far. Oh, and also the new Lil Yachty album is actually somehow really good. It's a psychedelic rock album. Forgot to mention that. Hmm. Yeah, you can see Pim looks depressed. Oh yeah, I guess he does in that episode. I was also thinking he kind of looks a bit depressed in the episode I watched, the one where they were it was kind of like the Lord of the Rings one. I forgot what number that episode was though, but biggest left turn. Yeah, I thought that was a really interesting turn. I thought it made sense. But at first, I was thinking this guy was pure at heart and he was really good, but then technically he was bad. It didn't even need to reveal itself; it just did on its own. I thought that was interesting. I thought it was pretty well thought out. I don't even think the person that made a Reddit post about a new plot point for Hell of a Boss could even come up with that. I don't think so. Yep. Ever listened to Born Like This? Do? Yeah, I've actually listened to all his albums. Yeah, but Born Like This, I'd say it's one of his more underrated. I wouldn't say it's one of his all-time strongest though, but I think it's pretty decent. It's one of his darker albums though. I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10 if I were to give it. Actually, no. I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10, actually. I'll probably give it an 8. actually probably need to put in my top 1,000 actually. There actually is a pretty good album actually. I'd probably say is my 6th favorite of his releases probably. Hold on. Is there a retracted message? Yeah. I don't know why it took long to hear the hidden track on Deftones Around the Fur. Yeah, there's like 2 hidden tracks actually. There's like one where it's like someone smoking a bong, and that was the worst bad sounding. And I can't make a noise. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't want to get a boycott from doing that. I'm afraid I might. I don't know, just the weird bubbling sounds. You know what a bomb makes, those bubbling sounds. And then there's another hidden track that's a song. Yeah, another one, Demone. Demone. It's really great. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. I don't know. Forgive me for not knowing the hidden track names. You know. That's all right. A bong hit and then Demone, yeah. I'm sure on the vinyl, I'm sure all that stuff is probably gone. I'm sure. else I heard in Mercady 90 mixed by Machine Girl? I hear the head boy. I mean, oh wait, I didn't know that was in there. Yeah, Slipknot's Dutality is in it. Yeah, you're right. I didn't know the head boy thing was in it. Oh, hey boy, wait, what is that? Is it the yeah boy? Is it that or what? What is it? Hee boy. Let me look that up. Oh, it's this. Okay. Oh, it's that. Okay. I guess I've never listened to the audio. I'll probably recognize it next time I listen to it though. Like my new favorite Machine Girl release though is probably the Neon White Part 1 soundtrack. It's probably my new favorite Machine Girl release. It's grown on me. It's actually probably in my top 10 of 2022 now. So oh, and also I was doing All right, see you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.